2023 Mercedes-Benz C-Class Review. What's new? Adds a high-performance AMG C43 variant. Part of the 5th C-Class generation. Coupe and convertible are still based on the 4th generation C-Class. What kind of engine does the C-Class have? It's difficult to criticize the C300's new turbocharged mild hybrid 4-cylinder engine. The new power plant provides adequate motivation with 255 horsepower and 295 pounds-ft of torque. But the mild hybridization helps fill in and soften out what used to be a high-strung experience with the previous engine. This simplifies the job of the already competent 9-speed automatic transmission, which always seems to be in the proper gear. It takes just 5.8 seconds to accelerate to 60 mph, which is plenty of power for daily driving. Our test vehicle included the optional AMG Line Performance package, which includes a sports suspension, improved brakes, and steering calibration for a more direct and rapid response, among other things. All three make the driving characteristics of this ordinary C-Class feel snappy. We're really delighted with how the C300 handles, turns, and how easy it is to steer it where you want to go. We're excited to see what the full-fledged AMG performance variants have in store. How spacious is the C-Class? We can't say how much the AMG Line Performance package sacrifices comfort, but our C300 was less comfortable than many competitors in the small luxury class. While not harsh, the suspension was much busier than we'd prefer, sending a lot of road texture into the interior. This is beneficial for steering and handling, but not so much for ride comfort. While the AMG Performance seats were mainly supportive, they took some effort to adapt for comfort, and never felt quite right. They also had non-perforated upholstery that became swampy after more than an hour of driving. The climate controls are fully touchscreen based, and have their own section on the screen. The system has enough of cooling capability, but we needed to manually manage the fan speed because it didn't appear to blow enough air when left on auto. The C-biggest class's strength, at least in terms of comfort, was how silent the cabin stayed. It keeps all kinds of noises outside, and you barely hear the engine when it starts or idles. How is the inside? Mercedes-Benz outperforms its competition in terms of interior, design, and material quality. So, why settle for an average score? The C-Class fails to impress in terms of function. We discovered that the cabin was difficult to enter and exit due to the C300's low riding height. We were continually fidgeting as drivers to find the ideal driving position, and the door-mounted controls aren't as intuitive to use as they are in a more traditional seat-mounted placement. Mercedes switch Benz's to touch-sensitive steering wheel controls was also less user-friendly than the older thumb generation's pads. If the C-Class does one thing right, it's passenger space. When compared to competitors, there is often more of space. And while we wouldn't call the cabin cavernous, it never feels tight. How's the technology? Mercedes-Benz continues to set the standard in technology. Mercedes' navigation system is the only built-in navigation system that comes close to being as good as what you'll find by attaching a current smartphone. It's a boon for the directionally challenged, because the clarity of commands is practically unsurpassed. For those who prefer their phone's operating system, there is wireless or USB-connected Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. When using a smartphone connection, the larger touchscreen on the Benz enhances the projection experience by providing more real estate for icons or the map. Topping it all off is Mercedes' cutting-edge Benz's voice recognition system and fantastic Burmester music system. The advanced driver aid suite is completely functional. However, we felt the adaptive cruise controls, acceleration, and braking to be extremely powerful at times. But the 360-degree camera technology is great and really convenient for navigating small corridors. How is the storage situation? The C300 has plenty of trunk capacity, and the remote seat folding buttons make it simple to open the space between the trunk and the flat folding rear seats. There is also some additional underfloor storage. The trunk hinges are covered, so your grocery bags will never be crushed, and you get 12.6 cubic feet of space to work with, which is about average for this car class, and decent center armrest with split opening doors, tandem cup holders that can be removed entirely when not needed, and average-sized door pockets provide storage for small items in the cabin. Not bad, but nothing really inventive beyond the cup holders. Easy access ISOFIX anchor and tether points are useful for vehicle seats. Moving kids in and out is still more difficult than in a minivan or SUV, but it's about average for this class. How about the fuel economy? According to EPA estimations, the C300 delivers a decent 29 mpg in combined driving, 25 city, 35 highway, thanks to its 48-volt mild hybrid powertrain. On our 115-mile test loop, we averaged 30.7 mpg in the C300, indicating that the estimates are accurate. This level of efficiency astonished us, given the power this engine produces. Is the Mercedes-Benz C-Class a good buy? Mercedes-Benz is normally more expensive than competitors, although the price difference isn't significant with the base C300. While it's an overdone click, you get what you paid for in this case. This C-Class looks like an E-Class, which means it has far more luxury than its small size would suggest. Material selection and design are always on spot, while panel fit and controls outperform the segment. Mercedes for year 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and powertrain warranties are ordinary in the segment, and there is no complimentary maintenance, unlike some competitors, with the caveat that the optional AMG line package marginally improved the driving characteristics. The 2017 C-Class is an unexpected joy to drive. Nonetheless, we like the new mild hybrid powertrain for its performance and efficiency. Mercedes-Benz deserves praise in this regard. In terms of design, the redesigned cabin is unquestionably more modern, and Mercedes continues to astound us with how much luxury it can fit into such a small vehicle. While we don't like the new external design, it lacks excitement, which could be a selling factor for individuals trying to blend in. We prefer the C300's mid-level exclusive trim, which includes a wireless charging pad and a surround view camera system to make life easier for the driver. It's also the base trim level that offers the optional driver assistance package, which includes adaptive cruise control and numerous other driver assistance features. If you want more power and think the AMG C43 is more your speed, we recommend the Pinnacle trim, which includes the driver assistance package and a superb sound system, as well as a head-up display.